Hey everyone, welcome to the Captain Drone YouTube channel. My name is Steve and in my hands I have the world's smallest FPV quad with the DJI 04 Pro system in it, and this is called the Eagle 2. So here I have the quad with the DJI 04 system in it, the electronics, the motors, everything you need to make a really cool FPV quad. And here I have exactly the same thing with nothing in it. It is just the aircraft aluminum frame and carbon fiber. This thing weighs next to nothing. And when you add that DJI 04 camera system and the motors and the flight controller and the receiver and everything else and even the battery, my God, it is still a way under 250 grams. So then why does a piece of technology like this exist? Why would you put a 4K 120 frames per second camera with the over 10-kilometer range system in something so small like this? Well, the reason is, according to the company, they say it's for cinematic filming. And now you're asking, cinematic filming? Well, that's pretty cool, but can it do freestyle? Well, apparently yes. If you put a different set of props on here, you could do freestyle. Now you're asking, what are the different set of props? Well, in this review, I've got the 1608 props on it, but if you want to do freestyle, you would then put the 35mm props on your quad. You'll get a little less flight time with those props on, but this thing will then be extremely reactive in the air and flip all over the place. So what I want to show you next would be my early morning flights with this baby in my neighborhood. Now I took this out, like I said, in my neighborhood early morning, and I flew it on one of the hottest days of the year so far. It was 42 degrees Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit? That's 108 degrees Fahrenheit. Not only that, we have forest fires and haze and smoke and everything else. Anyways, I took it for a flight and it did not overheat, which blew my mind. I thought it would overheat with the DJI 04 system, but nope, it did not overheat. So anyways, watch those flights, then I'll show you the unboxing, then come back to me and I'll give you some more information on this little guy. All right, we have the Eagle 2 and I'm going to take it for a noise test flight, or should I say a prop noise test flight. And as you can see, the tree is moving because we have some wind this morning. So this will be flying in the wind. Let's plug in a battery. There we go. She starts up. It's all set to go. Plop it down on the ground. And let's see how noisy it is. So can you hear that? Coming up. Nice and slow. Right beside me. Very close to me. That's very quiet. Oh my God, that is so quiet with those little props on. I don't think anybody would hear that. That is quiet. And it doesn't seem dangerous. You can catch it out of the air. All right, let's take it for a flight. We're going through a bit of a heat wave out here, so I'm going to start sweating. All my gear is going to overheat, so I got to get flying fast. Here we go. So first off, we'll plug in our quad. There we are. And plop it down over here on the takeoff and landing pad. Here we have my Fat Shark FPV chair, great for taking it out to the field. And oh, it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. Here we go. All right, let's find acro mode. And here we go. Let's do a little putt-putt flight. Going here, an acro. It's going to go around this little post, light post, and I'll bring it on back. There we go, over the tree and then back. Very nice. So I have flown the previous version of this, but it didn't have a really good camera like this. So this is the DJI 04 Pro camera, squished into this little thing, which is pretty cool. And it flies really nice. You'll notice next to no humans are out today because it is a heat wave. Everything is super hot. It's like 42 degrees Celsius. Let's just do a super slow twirl. Let's go on back. So there's my world in a heat wave. Look at that. It's just a big heat wave out there. Lots of swimming pools. Nobody in them yet because it is early morning. Let's do a forward flip. Bring it back. There we are. Seems pretty decent to me. I'm liking this baby. There I am down there. There I am right down there. That is me out here in the hot, hot weather. I have white behind me because it's just so hot. Look at that. My legs are almost the same color as the garage door. That is incredible. And I'm tanned. All right, let's go back out this way. We're gonna go down the road a bit. You can see some fog happening on the camera because of the heat. It's just overheating the whole thing. Oh, there's a human down there. And here's a car coming. Yeah, so my image might not be that good. Let me bring it back and clean the lens. It's just too hazy foggy. Oh, that looks better. Maybe it was just the haze fog coming out here. Let's go this way. We'll follow this car a little bit. We'll come down behind it without crashing into it. Let's go down. There we go. Then come on back. Now you can see where I'm sitting. I'm sitting way back there against the garage in between trees and everything. So, you know, the antennas on my goggles and the antenna on my remote, you can see, look, there's the tree. They're all being blocked by that tree, which is not good. I'm not going to get a lot of range. But if it wasn't for the trees and everything, I would get a lot of range. Yeah, you can see the haze now. Look at that. Look at the haze. Oh my God. It's we have wildfires and we have a heat wave happening, so there's a lot of haze. Let's come on back. And we'll come down by the bus stop. Try not to hit the bus stop. Go down here. And go underneath this tree. There we are. And then over this way. And there I am right there. Now you can get this going pretty slow, as you can see by the shadow on the ground. Depends how you angle the forward camera. So I've got the forward camera the way it was right out of the box, which is designed for cinematic photography, nice and slow. In other words, they keep the camera very level, just point it up slightly in the forward section. If you want to go fast, you would angle the camera up really high, and then you would cruise at a high speed. But yeah, so here I am right here. This little guy, easy to control, even with the breeze that's happening. This big tree doesn't move too much in the breeze, but the little trees across the street do. All right, I am gonna clean that lens because it is pretty dirty. So let me just pop it back here, clean the lens. Look at this, hover it nicely. And come and land. All right, I've cleaned the lens, and I've also realized that out of the box, the screws that hold the camera in place were loose. I never checked them. So I don't know if I got any jello that last flight. I don't think I saw any in the goggles, but you'll be the judge of that. So now what I've done is I've raised the camera up front. It's a little bit higher. I'll come close and show you. All right, you can see it right here. The camera is tilted up a little bit. So I think I have about a minute of battery left. So let's plug this in and take it for a flight. So this flight will be much faster. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to bomb around really quick. Oh my God, these goggles are burning my head. They're so hot. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch, and here we go. Hear a little bit more screaming because I am now cruising. There we go, look at that. Low to the ground. Do I get any vibrations at this speed? This is pretty much full blast on this little baby. You could just hear it screaming through the skies. Let's turn around, come back to me. I'm over here. We'll go behind me a little bit. We go up and over and behind me, and then back over this way, and then back over this way, and then down the street. So if you want to fly fast, you can. It's not really designed for it. It's designed for cinema because it's the Pro, and then you could still do your freestyle stuff if you wish. There's no problem there. Freestyle seems a little better now that I've tightened the camera. Before it was a little wonky. Let's do a forward. Yeah, it's a little better. And come on back, just for little movements. All right, so that's good. The only problem now with my camera up, I can't fly as slow because as soon as I level out the quad, as you see here, watch what happens. I'm looking at the sky. So there we go, I got it level, I'm looking up. Well, I guess I can still fly slow. I can see enough of the horizon to fly slow. In the camera, it might look a little bit different because what the camera records and what I see are two different things, slightly different. All right, I think that's enough flying this baby. Let's bring it back because I am overheating out here. Come on back, see if I can land on this pad this time. All right, indoor flight, here we go. Power on the motors. There we go, bring it on up. Now, I just want to say one thing. The reason I'm doing this indoor flight is because somebody's going to ask for some video of an indoor flight. Well, the problem is I can't fly this around my house, FPV, with the goggles on, and the reason for that is because my wife will kill me if it hits a wall and makes a mark. Because there's no prop guards on this baby, but you could easily fly it indoors as you see me doing here. And I just want to show you the following. And here I'm going to go through the house doing the same flight, showing you the video from the camera up front. I just want to show you that if you are a real estate agent and you have the skills to fly FPV, this would be a good little quad to fly indoors. Unfortunately, you don't want to mark up the walls in your new house that you're filming. So you better be a pretty good FPV pilot or else you're going to scratch things up. But as you can see right here, if I want to keep it level and fly level, it does a pretty good job. All right, let's bring it on back down for a landing. Nice over there. Here we have the box the drone arrives in. You'll note that the drone arrives almost fully assembled. You will need to install the props and add your own battery. No battery is included with the drone. You will need to get your own 3S 380 mAh LiPo battery with an XT30 connector. This size of battery fits nicely in the included battery holder. The kit does come with spare screws and tools. As noted in my review, just double check the screws on the side of the camera to make sure they're a little bit tight. Not super tight, but just nicely tight. I ordered mine with an ELRS receiver, and you can see the ELRS receiver here. Finally, just add your own micro SD card and you're ready to film. Total weight of the quad is only 72 grams. When you add a battery, it's only 103 grams. Alright, you're back to me. I should also mention, as you saw in that video, I was flying with this yellow radio. This is a Radio Master Boxer. It's ELRS because I have an ELRS receiver in mine. If you come from the DJI world and you want to fly this using something like this, the DJI FPV Remote 3, then you must get this as a plug-and-play version. You know when it asks what type of receiver do you want? Just select plug-and-play. And obviously, since it is digital, I flew it with the DJI FPV Goggles 3. But if you had something like the very inexpensive DJI Goggles N3, that would work as well. Next thing I have to tell you is I did many flights. You only saw a few of the flights, but I did many flights with this quad, testing out different batteries. So the battery that is recommended is a 3S 380 mAh LiPo battery. I flew it with that, and I got about 4 minutes of flight time. You know, the specs say you should get 5 minutes. You could get 5 minutes if you fly very, very relaxed, but for my flying skills, I was getting 4 minutes. Then I flew it with a 450 mAh LiPo battery that is also a 3S, and I was definitely getting 5 minutes with this battery. Next thing I have to tell you is the company YMZFPV is now called WalleFPV. Do you see it on the box? WalleFPV. And that's because WalleFPV is now a combination of people from different companies. So you have somebody from GEP-RC, somebody from HGLRC, somebody from Oddity RC, and somebody from YMZ or ZFPV, all together to make WalleFPV. Now, if you're wondering what type of brushless motors are in this baby, they are 1002 brushless motors. If you're wondering what type of flight controller is in this really tiny little thing, well, it's an F4 flight controller with a 20 amp ESC, and I believe it does have a black box as well. So now we're at the part of the video where people want to know if I have any negatives or positives about this quad. Well, the only negative I would have is the flight time. You know, you're going to have to use a larger battery than 380 if you want to get 5 minutes of flight time. I also did not try this with the 35mm props to do freestyle because I thought the freestyle was okay for my skills using the props that came with it. It is super small, it's very tiny, it's very quiet, it's very portable, and it doesn't overheat. Not only that, you've got a DJI O4 Pro system in it, so that means 4K video at 120 frames per second, and you have a range of over 10 kilometers, and if you wish, you can change the antennas on the back to much larger antennas to get a massive range with this thing. So with all that said, if you have questions on this product, post your questions below. If you want to buy this product, well, I have a discount code. So my discount code or coupon code is below. You put that coupon code in when you get to checkout and the price should drop further. So that coupon code and the link to where it's sold are right below this video in the video description. And with all that said, I say thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and I will catch you in a future video with many more cool product reviews. Until then, I say bye.